modern farming methods. Check it out.
Highland Community College surprises a lot of people. Generally thought as one of the smallest, Highland is actually in the middle of the 19 Kansas community colleges in enrollment. Its Highland campus has a real college feel with housing, athletics, student organizations, theater, concerts, art shows, an operating farm, and distinctive academic programs in its regional centers that cover the college's 9-county service area in northeast Kansas. Viticulture, enology, precision agriculture, diesel, construction technology, early childhood. Check it out, Highland Community College, online at highlandcc.com.
As Orozco lays the hammer. Coy headed to Spikeville.
You know what time it is. Scotty Nation, stand up and represent the Navy and Gold as it's time to let everyone know this is Highland Community College.
Cha-ching! Ring it up here on the near side. It's Leslie Polanco going to Bouncetown.
From the players who work hard and never quit.
Striking like a viper, it's Z. Zulia Kleitz up front like a snake. Just that quick bite right there at the top of the net and viciously throws it down.
The coaches who strategize and game plan.
From the soles of your feet, with every ounce of blood you've got in your body, lay it on the line until the final whistle blows.
And the fans who cheer.
Nice dig by Polanco, flops to the floor, blocked by Kohala. Wagner gets in on the factor, and finger wagging to Kimbe Mutombo swat at the net.
This is Highland Scotty Volleyball.
Welcome in tonight here to Ben Allen Fieldhouse. Mike Smith alongside with you here with my guys Jared and Big Al, ready to roll for the action for the regular season finale of college volleyball for Highland Community College as they prepare to take on the 7th-ranked team in the country in Cowley College. And Cowley is a primetime opponent for Highland tonight, and this matchup has a lot of implications as districts loom on Saturday. Well, guess what? The winner of this matchup will host a district. They will have the other team in that district with them, but Highland wants to host their first ever district tournament if they can accomplish that by winning here tonight and taking down a tough top-flight Cowley squad. Cowley 35-5 on the season, 7-1 in Jayhawk Conference play. Highland 29-11 on the year and 6-2 in Jayhawk Conference play. One of the winningest seasons in Highland history this is, and head coach John Bingesser in his 3rd season has the ladies playing extremely well here in the regular season finale and gearing up for postseason play and district tournament action, which could be right here in Highland at Ben Allen Fieldhouse on Saturday. Or it will be at Cowley if Cowley is victorious here in tonight's matchup. Cowley won a tough 5-setter last year, ones that went really down to the wire and really tough matchups all around between the two teams. Cowley would win that contest, and extremely playing well. Well, that is both of these teams here at this point of the season. Highland not in the top 25 here at this point, but is ranked as high as number 18. Cowley ranked number 7 right now. And matter of fact, Cowley enters this matchup having won 34 of the last 36 matches. They've only lost 5 times all year and have played extremely well, as I said, but lost 3 of their 4 matches to open up the season and then have rattled off 34 of 36 in the win column, winning 25 of those 35 wins in 3 sets this year. Highland 29-11 have won 6 of the last 7, 4 straight entering tonight, including a great performance and record-setting performance against Heston this past week on Wednesday. You can watch that back on the Scotty Sports Network, and of course you can also stay tuned for the post-game interviews tonight. We will chat with all 3 sophomores, Coy Orozco, Leslie Polanco, and Zulia Kleitz, as it is sophomore night here at Highland Community College. They will be honored before the contest. We'll have that right here on this broadcast, but we'll also talk to all 3 and head coach John Bingesser in our postgame on the Scotty Sports Network after the matchup, hopefully for a Scotty victory as they take on Cowley here tonight in the regular season finale. trying to build momentum from that win against Heston, which was a dandy of a ball game, and I said as record-setting performances as well. A lot of great stuff had between that matchup. Let's slip in a timeout real quick, and then when we come back, we'll have senior festivities right here on the Scotty Sports Network.
What is it that stays with Highland alums that make them want to come back and work there? Almost 40 Scotty alums are now Scotty employees, and that number increases every year. Highland President David Rice encourages and supports those who work there with a simple philosophy. You're hired to do a job, do it well. Supporting folks to do their jobs encourages them to meet Rice's simple but high standards. Consequently, Highland faculty, staff, and administration are all part of a supportive culture that helps each other do their jobs well. Check it out, Highland Community College, online at highlandcc.edu.
If you have heard stories about college debt and what it is doing not only to the students who borrowed the money, but also to families who co-signed those loans, you may have concern about your own college future. Check out the difference it makes to attend Highland Community College before transferring to a four-year institution. Going to Highland will save you thousands of dollars in college expense. Literally, you'll be able to start your life after college without the burden of debt that is impacting so many families. Check it out at highlandcc.edu. Highland Community College. From here, you can see anywhere.
Cameron Rasmussen. Cameron has been a Highland volleyball team manager for the last 2 years. She has kept stats, traveled to all away games, and has been a reliable addition to the team. Cameron is also involved in the business club and is a Scotty ambassador. She will graduate this May with an associate arts degree and will transfer to Kansas State University to work toward a degree in hospitality management. Cameron is a Wichita, Kansas native, and is joined on the court this evening by assistant volleyball coach Mallory Flager. How about another round of applause for Cameron Rasmussen. Zelia Kleitz. Zelia, 5'11" middle from Osawatomie, Kansas, is a 2-year member of the Scotty volleyball program. She has started every match this season and is currently 6th in the KJCCC in both kills and blocks, and is 5th on Highland's all-time single-season blocks list with 90. She was voted to the all-tournament team at the Panther Invite and received Scotty Athlete of the Week. Zelia will earn her Associate's in Science degree while at Highland and plans to transfer to a university to study to become a chiropractor and continue her volleyball career. Zelia is being escorted this evening by her parents, her mother, Renee Kleitz. Let's hear it for number 9, Zelia Kleitz. Coy Orozco. Coy is completing her 2nd season with the Scotties. She's been a dominant force on the right side this season, performing her best game last week against Heston with 12 kills and 16 digs. Coy was named to the all-tournament team at the Triton Invite and received Scotty Athlete of the Week. She will earn her Associate's in Science degree this spring. Coy plans to attend a university to continue her volleyball career and get a degree in physical therapy. From St. Joseph, Missouri, Coy is joined on the court tonight by her parents, Steve and Kim Orozco. How about another round of applause for number 7, Coy Orozco. Leslie Polanco. Leslie has produced one of the most decorated careers at Highland within the last 20 years. She was named to the KJCCC Honorable Mention All-Conference Team and 2nd Team All-Region her freshman season. This year, Leslie has earned the KJCCC Offensive Player of the Week Award, Scotty Athlete of the Week, and was voted to 2 all-tournament teams. She is currently 6th in the KJCCC in digs, and her 526 total kills this season has her 1st overall in the KJCCC and 3rd in the NJCAA. Leslie now leads the Highland all-time record book in single-season kills and digs, and is number 1 in career kills with 818, and 1st in career digs with 1,041. Leslie will graduate from Highland with an Associate of Arts degree focusing on athletic training. She plans to transfer to a university to continue her education and volleyball career. A native of the Dominican Republic, Leslie is being escorted by her mother, Luz Delgado. Put your hands together for number 5, Leslie Polanco. Another round of applause for our volleyball sophomores.
Nice work by my guy Liam Nevin as on the PA there for the sophomore announcements for tonight as the sophomores honored. The 3 gals playing, of course, and Cameron Rasmussen as well, one of the managers for the team. Coy Ronsko, Zelia Kleitz, and Leslie Polanco, the 3 players, all going to go down in the record books for the action. Right now we've got the national anthem, so we'll be back for the action in just a moment.
Highland Community College continues to make college more affordable. Administrated by Nelnet Business Solutions, HCC now offers payment plans. Any student taking an HCC course may finance their tuition fee and main campus housing via one of 3 different payment plans. Choose from day, evening, weekend, or online classes with one great low rate. Associate's degrees and transferable classes with financial aid and scholarships also available. Highland Community College. From here, you can see anywhere.
Highland's new Precision Agriculture program was designed for the farmer or related farm worker of the future. The future arrived quickly. Today's agricultural work goes beyond the field and barn to the computer, the satellite, the drone, the research lab. Aligning all these aspects precisely for the individual, field, and crop is provided by Highland's Precision Ag program. Centered in Baileyville at the College Western Center, this program can provide you with experience in understanding and applying modern farming methods. Check it out.
Highland Community College surprises a lot of people. Generally thought as one of the smallest, Highland is actually in the middle of the 19 Kansas community colleges in enrollment. Its Highland campus has a real college feel with housing, athletics, student organizations, theater, concerts, art shows, an operating farm, and distinctive academic programs in its regional centers that cover the college's 9-county service area in northeast Kansas. Viticulture, enology, precision agriculture, diesel, construction technology, early childhood. Check it out, Highland Community College, online at highlandcc.edu. What is it that stays with Highland alums that make them want to come back and work there? Almost 40 Scotty alums are now Scotty employees, and that number increases every year. Highland President David Rice encourages and supports those who work there with a simple philosophy. You're hired to do a job, do it well. Supporting folks to do their jobs encourages them to meet Rice's simple but high standards. Consequently, Highland faculty, staff, and administration are all part of a supportive culture that helps each other do their jobs well. Check it out, Highland Community College, online at highlandcc.edu.
Welcome back here on the Scotty Sports Network. Mike Smith alongside with you here for tonight's big-time showdown in the Jayhawk Conference, as this one has a lot of implications attached to it. The Lady Scotties of Highland Community College hosting Cowley College tonight, and Cowley, well, they're ultimately playing pretty well this year. They're ranked 7th in the country, and, 35-5. Tall task stands in front of Highland tonight, but the district tournament as the host capacity, that is what is up for grabs here tonight. And, well, one of these 2 teams will be able to host that district tournament this Saturday. Both of them will be in the same district tournament, so it will either be back here at Ben Allen Fieldhouse, or Cowley will play host and host it on Saturday with Highland traveling to them for an opportunity to play in districts and get to the national tournament. Teams being announced, and we will get ready for the action. 29-11 on the year for the Lady Scotties of Highland Community College, 6-2 in Jayhawk Conference play, winning 6 of the last 7 and 4 straight. Flip it over to Cowley. As I mentioned earlier, they have won quite a few, 35-5, but they've won 34 of the last 36 matches. Since starting the year, 3 of 4 losses. In the 4 first matchups, they lost tough matchups, 2 of them in 5 sets, if my recollection serves me right. But we've got a battle of top 2 gals in kills really in the league here tonight, 1 on each side. Record-setting performance for Highland against Heston this past Wednesday. A lot of the gals putting their names in the top spot in the record books in many capacities, and well, we're looking forward to maybe a performance like that again for the Lady Scotties here tonight. Head coach John Bingesser and the Lady Scotties looking for win number 30 of the season. They'll be down in the dark blue shorts, dark blue tops tonight with the yellow or the gold numerals and letters. Gold jerseys for the libero, Kristen Johnson, with the blue numerals and letters, navy color. Cowley will go with the orange tops, black numerals and letters, outlined in a little white. Black shorts tonight, unless you're the libero, donning the black uni with the orange numerals and letters on the jerseys. Highland operates left to right across your screen in set number 1. Right to left across your screen for Cowley in set 1 as we get prepared for this showdown. Good atmosphere here tonight at Ben Allen Fieldhouse. Ready and rolling just about here this evening for the contest. Like I said, both teams have played exceptionally well. It's been quite some time, though, that Highland has gotten a victory against Cowley. And, well, they want to change that and put one in the record books for themselves to get the 30th win of the season and put themselves as the host of the district tournament. Tigers on the flip side want to host the district tournament as well and have an opportunity to do so here tonight. Looking forward to this showdown between these two teams as we enter set 1. Cowley will go with the libero to put it in motion and set things up. That's Jolene Richart. Jolene, a sophomore from Lansing, Kansas, one of the Kansas natives for Cowley. Bumped up at the net. Taya Barnett cannot get that to go back over. And Cowley takes the initial point of tonight's matchup. Barnett's joined by Katie Pearson, Zelia Kleitz, Koya Ronsko, Kirsten Johnson, and Leslie Polanco on the back row. That serve long by Richart, and ultimately a 1-1 tie. Ideally, obviously, each team wants to come out with a nice sizable run to take control of the matchup. Tapped over, that time up front on the attack by Cowley. And the answer by Zelia Kleitz is punched well out of play. And Cowley will capitalize upon the mistake. Put in motion by Sydney Maggette. Good dig by Johnson on the back row off the palm of Barnett. And wow, pick up on the back row by Campbell. Did a really good job to save that up front. That'll go out of bounds, and Highland answers with a point of their own. 2-2 tie. Highland head coach John Bingesser telling the gals, settle in, be all right. Don't get overhyped for the matchup, as this matchup, like I said, was a highly anticipated contest between these two teams. Leslie Polanco with the attack down the power alley, bumped up to the near side. Matiza Kuzma, hopefully I said that right. She plays well. That she was attacking on the near side. Tapped over by Kleitz, goes over to the far sideline. Here's Cowley's answer to Kuzma on the near side again. And on the back row, Johnson got a piece of it, but bumped out of play on the near side. Teams trading tallies on the board early on in set 1. 3-2 advantage Cowley. Melissa Kuzma going back to serve. Kuzma, one of the top gals in the Jayhawk Conference. Short set for Kleitz. Kleitz, nice spike, downward motion, but it's picked up by Cowley. They have an answer. Double block up front and 4 hits. It hits the top of the net instead, and it's 4 hits on Cowley. 3-3 tie. Zelia Kleitz goes back. 5th all-time in a single season in blocks, 90 for herself entering today. Able to have a great season. And a double hit violation on Cowley. Highland now owns the 1-point lead at a 4-3 margin. Scotty's ideal situation for them would be going on, a good handful of points consecutively in a nice run. Tap over on the far side by the Tigers. Wagner bumps it. Here's Polanco's attack down the alley. Kuzma picks it up on the back row. They bump it to the near side. Cowley's going to send this nice vicious spike off the hands of Wagner, who bumped it long, and it trickles its way out of the field house. So we continue to see neither team being able to assert themselves in control of this matchup as the serve goes straight down the middle. Orozco had picked it up. Here's Kohala, blocked on her spike. Johnson will bump it as she comes up towards the front. Polanco punched it down. Leslie Polanco delivers the decisive hit there. 809, excuse me, with that kill, 819 kills. Entered tonight with 818 kills, an all-time leader in Scotty history in a career and in a single season. This year alone, she's got 526. Nice double block, but it's picked up on the floor by Nicolason. Nicolason picking up that up and played well. Orozco Coy Orozco. Nice job by Orozco. The deception up front as Emma Kohala went for a middle row attack. And Kohala, of course, was the decoy in that situation. Highland up by 2, 6-4 here in set number 1 as Orozco flushed one home. Dug out on the back row by Kuzma. They're coming up on the front row attack there on the near side as Hannah Nicholson coming up with the spike. I have a feeling it'll be nip-tuck all the way here in this contest. Highlands owned the largest lead, but it was only 2. Now 6-5 advantage at this point. Set cross court to the near side, and that is smashed home, man. Hannah Nicholson again comes up big, and now it's tied again. We're at 6-all here in this affair. Cowley winning a 5-set affair last year. They traded sets really over the course of the matchup. Highland won set 1, Cowley won set 2. Actually, Cowley won set 3, then Highland had to win set 4 to, of course, push the 5th set, which Cowley won only by 3, 15-12 in that matchup. Cross-court set here again, and wow, there it is once more. The hammer shot. Cowley has rattled off 3 consecutive and regained the lead for themselves. They're up 7-6. Both these teams ranking high in the Jayhawk Conference standings all around in several different categories. Back set by Pearson to the near side for Polanco. She's blocked, picked up by Pearson. Johnson will bump it to Orozco, and Coy finds the hole. Orozco dialed in early, and it's 7-all. Taya Barnett back in up front, and Leslie Polanco going back to serve. Polanco's got 45 aces this year. That leads the team. Jump serve down the middle, comes to the near side. Cowley, the Tigers pick that up. They set it up here again. Johnson will bump it. It goes out of play off Johnson's hands. And Cowley has an answer to Highland's Coy Orozco's spike a moment ago. Thanks for tuning in to the Scotty Sports Network here. You can watch back all Scotty Sports athletics that we have broadcast for you. Scotty Sports Talk and much more. Here's Pearson with a set to the near side for Orozco. Down the alley, and another one obliterated by Coy Orozco. Coy entered tonight with over 230 kills on the season. In her career, over 260 kills. Had one of her best games of the year. Her 4th double-double of this season was the game against Heston. Good dig on the far side by Cowley. They swipe in there, and a good hit by Briley Burrows. Briley has an answer for Cowley again. So we're back to switching and trading points back and forth after Cowley went on a miniature little run of 3-0 to go up 7-6. That'll get in there, and Coy Orozco again fired up. Orozco feeling it, got the hot hand early. Coy Orozco on the right side hitter position has been phenomenal early. Tied at 9 here in set 1. Tapped over, diving to the floor is Pearson and Johnson. They both can't come up with it. Just a bit short of keeping that alive. And Cowley is the first to double digits here in set 1. 10-9. Good atmosphere here. You can feel the importance of this ball game between each one. And Barnett reels back and fires in. Taya Barnett knots it up at 10. Taya has come on as of late. 10 matches with 3 or more kills this year. Has 49 kills coming into tonight's affair. We're tied at 10. Tapped over, Polanco with the bump. Here's Pearson's short set for Kleitz, and Zilia sends it out. Do they say touched? They do. Touched by Cowley and out of play, and Highland's now up by 1 themselves. Scotties lead at 11-10. Good energy by Highland tonight. They were amped and ready to go last Wednesday for this matchup, really. And it showcased to get itself against Heston when they won. Double block, pushed backwards. Cowley's going to keep it alive, and they push it over on the 3rd hit just in the nick of time. Johnson over to Polanco, who comes rifling in, and the cannon shot by Polanco. Leslie Polanco shoots it out of the cannon that is known as her arm, and man, did she fire that with a thunderous thump to the hardwood. 2-point lead again for Highland, their largest once more. Orozco saves it for the moment, but her dig goes into the net. And no real opportunity after that for Highland to pursue pushing their lead out further. Right now, 12-11. Scotty's the driver's seat only by 1. Good serve straight on a rope down the middle by Cowley. Polanco is blocked. Good pickup by Wagner pretty quick. It was right back in her face and in her chest pocket. She had to get a quick opportunity to come up with that. Polanco gets set up again, goes to the back row. Oh, yes. It's off the block and off the libero's hands, too, who tried to come up with a save but couldn't get it. And Highland's now back up by 2 again, 13-11. Kirsten Johnson coming in to serve, taking the place of Zelia Kleitz. Johnson from the middle, serves it up, down the middle. Cowley's libero picks it up, and a good spot. Oh, what a dig by Wagner. She just got there late, but was able to get in the line of the path of that spike and keep it alive. Tapped over, Aronsko saves Pearson, who went for the block. Kohala taps it and knocks it in. Emma Kohala, 14-11. Scotty's up by 3, the largest lead, and the Tigers of Cowley need a timeout. Highland looking good early on in this showdown here on the Scotty Sports Network. Highland leads Cowley as they are up by 14-11 score here on the Scotty Sports Network.
If you have heard stories about college debt and what it is doing not only to the students who borrow the money, but also to families who co-sign those loans, you may have concern about your own college future. Check out the difference it makes to attend Highland Community College before transferring to a 4-year institution. Going to Highland will save you thousands of dollars in college expense. Literally, you'll be able to start your life after college without the burden of debt that is impacting so many families. Check it out at highlandcc.edu. Highland Community College. From here, you can see anywhere.
Scotties are well prepared here for tonight's showdown, and they needed to be, taking on the high-caliber opponent in Cowley. They knew what was coming to town with these Tigers, and, well, looks like the Scotties were definitely well prepared for this showdown here tonight. Off to a great start, Highland is. They own their largest lead of the match right now, 14-11. Cowley, though, has showed a little 3-0 run of their own here in this first set to regain the lead. It's been back and forth, really a seesaw affair. Just young still into this matchup. And a good spike out of the timeout, but a good dig by Johnson. Here's Polanco's attack, punched into the back row. Kuzma's picking it up off the back. Here's Nicholason's attack to the near side. Pearson for Kohala. And Emma goes to the corner, but it's out. And Kohala sends it a little bit long, maybe a little too much mustard on that shot. Out of the timeout, Cowley gets the point. Head coach Stephen Green in his second year as the Cowley coach. 35-5 record for the Tigers. Back set over the far side by the Tigers. They just shove it over. Wagner backpedaling, picks it up for Highland, who operates left to right across your screen. Cowley's got to come up with it. They save it for the moment, but the third hit, no good. Kuzma got it on the back row, but didn't make it go forward by any means. And Highland back up by 3, 15-12. Katie Pearson from the far side of the end line takes a couple step and puts that serve in motion. Serve that goes cross court to the near side. Johnson swoops in, bumps it. Here's Pearson's set. Orozco with the tap. Cowley has an answer. They go back over to the far side off the spike. Johnson with a bump. Now Pearson digged it out of the net, tapped over by Orozco. It hit the top of the net, just spun back to the Tigers' side. Wagner picks it up, back set by Polanco, and just dumped over by Pearson. Cowley's answer once more down the middle. Oh, Wagner saved that for a moment. Great save by Pearson, and Polanco sends it over the back of her head. A volley continues. Pearson kept that alive. Ooh, what a good spike there on the near side. Good volley back and forth, but Cowley ultimately captures the point. Credit to the Tigers there to set things up. Kind of got Highland on their heels and kind of kept Highland a little out of sorts maybe in that situation, leading to that point going Cowley's way. 15-13, Wagner on the far sideline, picks it up. Pearson bumps it to Orozco. Coy goes power alley. At an angle, that spike that time. Whoa, that one was spiked home, and they're going to say Cowley gets it. Tightrope walk to the near sideline apparently. Highland maybe disagreed, but line judge had a pretty good angle at it here on the near side, and Cowley's rattled off 2 consecutive and makes it a 1-point game, 15-14. Here's Pearson down the middle. Polanco knocks it down off the leg of Cowley's outstretched defender, Mackenzie Timison, or Timish. Polanco looming behind Emma Kohala, who went up to fake the attack And then Polanco, who's all 5'5" of her, hid behind Emma and was able to spike that home with a little bit of velocity down the middle. That one comes hot in from Cowley as well. And just like we expected, the Tigers not going anywhere. 16-15, Highland still holding on to the lead, but just by 1. Scotties have led by as many as 3. Here's the jump serve down the middle. Johnson picks it up for Highland, left to right across your screen. Orozco goes with the attack across court from the near side. Johnson, here's Pearson set. Kohala fakes it, and as Orozco tapped it over, nice somersault save by Pearson, but then it's out of play. Head coach John Bingesser wants a timeout of his own as we are knotted up again, now at 16 apiece, tied. About midway through the first set, Highland and Cowley battling here on the Scotty Sports Network. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll continue the action. We return. Thanks for watching and listening on the Scotty Sports Network.
Highland's new precision agriculture program was designed for the farmer or related farm worker of the future. The future arrived quickly. Today's agricultural work goes beyond the field and barn to the computer, the satellite, the drone, the research lab. Aligning all these aspects precisely for the individual, field, and crop is provided by Highland's Precision Ag program. Centered in Baileyville at the College Western Center, this program can provide you with experience in understanding and applying modern farming methods. Check it out.
Set 1 has been electric here tonight in the Scotty Sports Network. Cowley taking on Highland Community College here at Ben Allen Fieldhouse. The Scotties looking good early on, but got to finish this first set off. No matter the strong start, you got to have the strong finish attached to it. Set that time by Pearson on the near side. Orozco trickles it over, and nice job there. It takes a good spin at the top of the net and spins over the would-be blockers, and Highland, out of their own timeout, has regained the lead. Emma Kohala, single season, second most blocks in a single season here at Highland. Emma does have 106 of them. There's a block by Barnett and Kleitz, and it rainbows in before the end line. A good foot in on that one. Zelia Kleitz and Taya Barnett getting that double stuff up front at the net. And out of the timeout, the Scotties got back-to-back points. Come to the near side. Kuzma drops that over from Cowley. Short set that time, and Kleitz obliterates another one. Zelia Kleitz looking good early on. Hometown of Osawatomie, Kansas. Yours truly from there as well. Representing the Trojans quite well here at Highland is Zelia Kleitz. Here's Cowley College ready to go back here and answer. Here's a little set by, Pearson, Orozco. Coy Orozco, a machine right now. And timeout, Cowley. Coy Orozco has been scorching hot. You don't want to touch her because she will catch you on fire right now. Orozco, the hot hand for the Scotties here in this one, leading to another Cowley timeout as Highland owns their largest lead of the first set. Scotties up 20-16, leading to the Cowley timeout. And also, it's a 4-0 run by Highland to get to this 4-point lead. Zelia Kleitz surpassing 400 kills here tonight, with a couple of kills at least in this first set. Zelia over 420 kills in her Highland career. Emma Kohala with the serve out of the timeout from Cowley. 20-16 lead as Zelia Kleitz goes after it. And it was actually going to hit the top of the net, leading to Cowley getting 4 hits. Cowley's coach talking with one of the line judges on the far side about something. I think it was talking about Zelia Kleitz reaching over, who reaches over and strikes like a viper. Zelia Kleitz striking quickly like the snake up front, and right there knocking it home. 22-16. Highland on a run right now. Scotties on the move, up by 6 on a 6-0 run. Good smash there by Kuzma, though, ends the Scotty run, and Cowley ends the run at 6 consecutive for Highland as they led 22-16, now leading 22-17. The libero puts it in motion. Reichart here to the near side. Orozco again hits another one, and they're going to, they do credit Cowley first, but they say tipped by Cowley, so Aransko gets another in her favor and Highland's favor at that. Koya Aransko, who's been phenomenal in this first set, is serving it right down the middle. Bumped quickly back towards the net. Kuzma comes with it, and wow, she smashed this one home. Melissa Kuzma coming up big in that kill. Highland 2 points away from the first set victory. Jump serve, cross-court serve that's picked up by Johnson off the back row. Pearson bumps it back to Polanco, who attacks it down the middle. Cowley answers with one. Polanco, Pearson short set for Kleitz. Kleitz, nice job to send that one with a little velocity, but Cowley had an answer. Kuzma's spike picked up by Aransko, bumped into the rafters. Polanco's hit to Barnett. Taya over to the near sideline. Short set down the middle, and that's out of play in Highland's bench. Highland with set point now looming here in the first set. Taya Barnett looking to put this in motion for Highland to try to take the first set. Bumped up here to the near side. Good pick by Aransko, but it bumps right back over to the Tigers' side. They'll set it up for the third hit here for Kuzma. Johnson bumps it high, hits the rafters, and hit the light. Johnson's bump would have made it back over because of the trajectory it had, but the rafters got in the way, and it helped Cowley in that same sense. Kuzma going back to serve for Cowley now. Highland still with set point at 24-19. Kuzma down the middle, little jump serve for the freshman from Bosnia-Herzegovina. Back set this time. Polanco with a nice block. It kind of helped out on the top of the net too a little bit. Punched up into the air. That's going to be out. Yeah. That is out. Point Scotties and set Scotties. 25-19. Highland takes set one. Ever so crucial start to the matchup. The Scotties take set one at home at Ben Allen Fieldhouse over Cowley. We continue the matchup when we return here on the Scotty Sports Network.
Highland Community College surprises a lot of people. Generally thought as one of the smallest, Highland is actually in the middle of the 19 Kansas community colleges in enrollment. Its Highland campus has a real college feel with housing, athletics, student organizations, theater, concerts, art shows, an operating farm, and distinctive academic programs in its regional centers that cover the college's 9-county service area in northeast Kansas. Viticulture, enology, precision agriculture, diesel, construction technology, early childhood. Check it out, Highland Community College, online at highlandcc.edu. What is it that stays with Highland alums that make them want to come back and work there? Almost 40 Scotty alums are now Scotty employees, and that number increases every year. Highland President David Rice encourages and supports those who work there with a simple philosophy. You're hired to do a job, do it well. Supporting folks to do their jobs encourages them to meet Rice's simple but high standards. Consequently, Highland faculty, staff, and administration are all part of a supportive culture that helps each other do their jobs well. Check it out, Highland Community College, online at highlandcc.edu.
If you have heard stories about college debt and what it is doing not only to the student who borrowed the money, but also to families who co-signed those loans, you may have concern about your own college future. Check out the difference it makes to attend Highland Community College before transferring to a four-year institution. Going to Highland will save you thousands of dollars in college expense. Literally, you'll be able to start your life after college without the burden of debt that is impacting so many families. Check it out at highlandcc.edu. Highland Community College. From here, you can see anywhere.
Set one in the books here at Ben Allen Fieldhouse. Mike Smith alongside with you for tonight's action, as it is a big-time showdown of the Jayhawk Conference. Highland hosting Cowley here tonight, as we've got the action right here on the Scotty Sports Network. Highland takes set one, 25-19. We'll give you some first set statistics here, perhaps in just a little bit in this one, as Highland takes that first set and does it in impressive fashion. A late 6-0 run in the matchup leads Highland to the set one victory, and they take it 25-19. Spectacular set one here tonight for Highland. Switch sides of the court, so Highland will go right to left across your screen, and Cowley going left to right across your screen here in this second set of the matchup. Got some unique costumes here tonight for some of the other students coming to support their fellow student athletes. Good atmosphere here at Ben Allen Fieldhouse for this regular season finale. Good support from the fellow student athletes of other sports here at Highland, coming out to support the Lady Scotties here in this one. Emma Kohala will serve, and will serve it right down the middle, basically, of this opportunity. Kuzma goes with the power alley kill. Pearson set to the near side for Barnett. She goes right down the power alley with a quick answer of her own. Kuzma again once more, and it's off Polanco's hands, who pursued that and perhaps maybe shouldn't have, as it was knocked out of play off Leslie Polanco's hands. And 1-0, Cowley on top. Up in the air, Pearson set. Orozco's been really good. Gets it through the blockers. Here's Kuzma with the answer, though, for Cowley. Dug out by Johnson and Polanco. Pearson then sends it back to Orozco. Down the alley once more off the spike. Coy has been a machine. Blocked up front by Kleitz and Orozco. They're pumped. Nice job there. The Scotties get the block, and that makes it a 1-all contest. Good double stuff by Kleitz and Orozco at the net. Tapped over Orozco, diving save on the sideline. Johnson will bump it from the back row. The volley continues. Back towards the net, and a spike down the middle. A good one at that by Thymish. And Cowley back up on top, 2-1. We traded leads for quite some time in that first set. Highland went up by as many as 3, but Cowley would fight right back, be tied at 16-all, and that's when Highland took control of the first set, went on a 6-0 run, and didn't look back from that point on, winning set 1 25-19. Back set to the near side, hits the top of the net. That should be 4 hits, and it will be. 2-2 all here in set number 2. Taya Barnett serving for Highland. Orozco actually gets it up to Pearson, but won by Cowley at the net. Polanco bumps it, just gets it back over to the Tigers' side. Cross-court set here for Nicholson. Blocked by Pearson. Blocked again by Highland. Cowley's got an answer again. Nicholson goes down. Barnett picks it up. Pearson now with a bump for Polanco. Polanco sends it to the back row. Kuzma picked it up. Nicholson's attack again. Orozco picks that up on a tap. Pearson bumps it to Polanco to the near side, down the alley. Tigers continue. Dump attack that time. Polanco with the initial touch. Leslie again with it. Now goes backwards. Cowley diving for it. No. And Highland now up 3-2. Scotty's first lead here in this one. Barnett with the serve. Here's Cowley's answer over to the far side. Double block again. Pearson and Kleitz in on that one. They go for the double stuff once more, and that one will go out of play. The tightrope walked the net for a while, but then spun out, and now it's 3-all. Anna Majolio coming in now to serve. Cowley saves it just in the nick of time to keep that alive. I don't know how they got to that. It was a hard play, but the Tigers disciplined enough to keep it alive on the volley. And a miss hit up front, something we haven't really seen by either team, but the miss hit leads to the Highland point. And Zelia Kleitz takes over the serve with Highland up 4-3. Back set to the near side, just off the fingertips of Kohala, who tried to block that. To the near side for Polanco. Polanco smacks it down again, and now it's 5-3. Highland on top by 2. Zelia Kleitz serves again, goes to the far sideline. Up towards the net for the setter for Cowley. They come with it, and that's going to go out of play. Wasn't touched by Highland. And that no touch leads to Highland getting another point on the board. And they'll take it. Up by 3, 6-3, just young into this second set. Here's a set over to the far side, just dumped over to the far sideline, and nice job by Zelia Kleitz. Had to cover a lot of territory to even get a piece of it. Zelia did so, but her momentum carried her into the bench for not really a proper hit she would want. And Cowley ends the run by Highland, making it 6-4 Scotties. Serve comes left to right across your screen, coming from the Tigers. The libero, Reichart, picks it up. Here's Nicholson's spike, bumped back over by Wagner on the dig. Backside to the near side, and that is just pushed over. Here's Pearson giving it to Kohala, who pinballs it off. Emma Kohala with a nice spike. 7 points on the board for Highland. First set statistics just coming in. If we got a chance, we'll give you some opportunity to talk about that, but I wanted to mention Coy Orozco had 7 kills for Highland in that first set. Back set that time, blocked again! Oh, not in my house, baby, as Polanco and Kohala combined for the double stuff. What a rejection. 8-4 lead for the Scotties. They're up by 4. And Pearson with the nice serve. Short set there. Whoa. Man, did that one pack some pepper off the hands of Hannah Nicholson. She reeled back and shot that one down with authority. Vicious spike for Cowley on that last kill. 8-5 lead, though. However, Highland on top by 3. Orozco knocks another one over. Just kept alive by the Tigers. They got to dig it over the net. That was close. I was going to say that was 4 hits, yeah. That third hit at the net didn't go over. It just went straight up and stayed on Cowley's side. And then thus Cowley called for 4 hits. 4-point lead for Highland. Leslie Polanco, jump serve down the chute. It comes. Set up this time by Meggett, and another spike off the hands of Burrows this time. 9-6. Pearson, Orozco, Kohala, Barnett, Polanco, and Johnson on the floor for the Scotties here. Johnson backpedaling, puts it up in the air. Pearson sets it up to the near side for Barnett. Sticked up into the air and up into the rafters. Cowley's going to bump it from the back row. They do so with Kuzma. Polanco, Pearson short set. Orozco is stuffed. Kuzma up there alongside with their teammate, Maggiolio. Maggiolio getting that block with Kuzma to help Cowley get another point on the board and draw within 2. Johnson bumps it. Pearson's set. Goes over the back of her head to Orozco, who sends it at an angle. Kuzma stuffed by Orozco! Coy Orozco eats Kuzma's lunch right there and says, I'll smash it back in your face with a nice stuff. 10-7 lead as Highland's on top by 3. Kohala with a good serve. Good line drive serve. Kuzma blocked again. By Orozco back to the Tigers side. Kuzma will set up once more, taps it over. Nobody backing up there. Coach Chumbing gets a little frustrated, but he settles himself down, knowing that his gals own the lead and the first set, too. Here comes the serve from Sydney Meggett. Johnson on the back rows there, awaiting it. Here's Orozco, nice tattooing shot. It goes up off the rafters, and Coy gets another. The rafters gets the assist on that one, but hey, whatever works in that scenario. 11-8 lead. Highland on top here in set 2. Orozco's serve picked up down the middle. Good spike by Maggiolio. Maggiolio down the middle on the attack. Kuzma going back to serve for Cowley. Jump serve at that. Here's Pearson's short set for Kalites. The libero, Reichart picks it up. Nicholson taps it over. I don't know if she really got everything she wanted on that, but it was pretty effective play. Highland almost didn't know it was coming at the angle that it did. Nice play by Pearson. Pearson almost got a kill for herself. Good for about 1 per game. Polanco on the back row. Pearson's set here to Barnett. Taya gets it onto the back row of the Cowley Tigers. They set it back up. The volley continues. Stuffed up front. Highland has been ultra active at the net here in this showdown. And a miss hit up front. 4 hits, and maybe you could even call it a lift one way or the other. And the missed tap that time by Cowley means it's a 12-9 lead for Highland. Just some quick highlights of set 1. Orozco with 7 kills, 3 for Zelia Kleitz and 4 for Leslie Polanco, as there's a service error by Barnett, meaning Cowley gets to double digits, makes it a 2-point game, 12-10. Dig-wise, 4 digs for Johnson. Polanco with 5. Orozco and Wagner each had 3 in that first matchup. 3 blocks for Zelia Kleitz in that first matchup as well, and 13 set assists for Pearson. Good block up front by Cowley as Burrows got her big mitts on it. Long, lanky arms of Burrows. 6'2" for that sophomore from Ark City, Kansas. Jump serve off the hands of Maggiolio from Italy. Some overseas flavor for Cowley. Tigers rattle off 2 consecutive, and all of a sudden we are tied after Highland had owned the lead for good portion of this first part of set number 2. Right now, though, tied at 12 apiece. Whistle, and over the top of the net. Burrows went after that, and over the top of the net, the lines judge now having to explain some things to head coach Stephen Green, who is upset with the call, undoubtedly, just based on his motion. I know he's upset with that call. I think he's arguing that Highland may have done that earlier on in the game, and in the first set especially, and not got the call there. Wagner gets it on the back row, off the spike. Here's Kohala. She's blocked. Pearson gets it right back to her. Oh, good job by Wagner. Johnny on the spot for Mallory on the back row. Polanco reels back and fires one, but Cowley has another answer. Saved for the moment by Pearson, but no, it will go on the floor. Katie, I thought, got to it, but unsuccessful at accomplishing that feat. And the first lead, actually, no, it's tied again, 13 apiece. Thought Cowley had the lead for a second, but jump serve just trickles over the top of the net, takes a little spin. Polanco reels back and fires one that hits the top of the net as well. Nicholson taps it over. Pearson's set, goes a little high for Polanco, who's blocked. And Cowley playing well now here, digging in. Cowley has their first lead in ever since really the onset of the second set. And with that Cowley lead now at 14-13, Highland wants to take a timeout here in set number 2. So Scotty's playing well, but Cowley owns the lead at this point, and we'll see what Highland can do coming out of the timeout for themselves here.
Highland Community College continues to make college more affordable. Administrated by Nelnet Business Solutions, HCC now offers payment plans. Any student taking an HCC course may finance their tuition fee and main campus housing via one of 3 different payment plans. Choose from day, evening, weekend, or online classes with one great low rate. Associate's degrees and transferable classes with financial aid and scholarships also available. Highland Community College. From here, you can see anywhere.
Scotty's called a timeout and trail by 1 here in set 2, 14-13. Still nip-tuck here in this second set. It's really the way it's been here all night, outside of the last run that Highland had in the first set that won them the set, basically. Scotty's out of the timeout. Send Cowley backpedaling for a moment. There's a whistle and double hit for Cowley. And Highland out of the timeout. Comes back and gets the point on the board. Katie Pearson, the setter, over 1,300 assists this year. All-time single-season leader in Scotty history. That's bumped in the net, saved. Wow, Cowley did a good job to dig that out of the net to keep the volley alive. Sydney Meggett did a great job, but it is booked down to the floor. Nice job by Leslie Polanco. She books it for a kill, and Leslie Polanco swings the lead back to Highland. 2 consecutive points on the board for the Scotties. And they're back in the driver's seat momentarily. Oh, wait. Both sides looking at it, and the line judge is saying that's in. Cowley in disagreement. But it's going to go as an ace for Pearson. And the Pearson ace makes it a 16-14. Ready to roll for this showdown right now. Referee for Cowley still talking to the lines judge about some calls, maybe perhaps that ace call just a second ago. So that's the delay of getting the action back rolling. Highland gets the call, though. 16-14, they own the lead here in set 2. Scotties take set 1, 25-19, utilizing a 6-0 run late in the first set to really establish control and win it. Short set over the far side, blocked by Orozco and Kohala. Nice dig out by Reichart, the libero for the Cowley squad. Orozco sends it there. They wanted a hit, but the lines judges say no, they didn't get it. And Cowley will be the beneficiary of that call. Now John Bingesser, Highland's coach, wants to discuss something. Coy Orozco was pretty adamant that that was altered by a Tiger. Jump serve here by Campbell, comes down the middle. Johnson bumps it back towards the net. Here's Pearson's short set for Kohala, and Kohala caroms it off the blockers up front, and Emma gets it to find the hole. Off the blockers up front, Kohala puts it in front of the back line. Here's Leslie Polanco, who has been a spectacular volleyball player, will be remembered as one of the best in Scotty history. Quick tap there by Barnett, and Taya has come up big. The freshman from Kansas City, Missouri, has played well here all season, but as of late, played even better. 18-15. Highland on top after just trailing 14-13. The Scotties have regained the lead and are up by 3 here in the second set. Looking forward to this matchup and how the rest of it will unfold. We're going to keep it right here on the Scotty Sports Network. Mike Smith alongside for you here for the action from Ben Allen Fieldhouse. Scotty's hoping to have more home games. That would be districts. That would be the first time ever in school history that they can accomplish that feat. They're 2 sets away from doing that and beating Cowley tonight. And from our record books that we at least know of, Scotty's volleyball has never won 30 matches in a single season, at least as far as we can go back into the record books. So they can accomplish that feat here tonight too. Good atmosphere all around and good crowd tonight, ready to roll here on the eve of Halloween. The Scotties are looking scary to the Tigers of Cowley. 18-15 lead, Highland. A good line drive served by Polanco. Tigers have an answer. Kuzma taps it over. Pearson picks it up. Orozco set to the far side. Off the blockers up front. Cross-court set, finds Kuzma. Down the power alley, she spikes it. Here's a short set by Pearson. Tapped over, doesn't make it off the hands of Kohala. Leads to 4 hits. And Cowley, out of their timeout, comes out and gets the point on the board and takes the serve back in their favor. But Highland still owns the lead on the scoreboard, 18-16. Ooh, Johnson bumps it out towards her own bench. Polanco, though, in heavy pursuit, got it back to Pearson, who bumped it over the back of her head. Cross-court set that time. Ooh, man. Kuzma knocks it down with some velocity behind it. Break out the radar gun on that one. That thing was coming in piping hot from Kuzma. That one is coming in long. Airmailed on the service error and out of play. And Highland now up 19-17. Coach John Bingessler looking like he's going to have a heart attack over there on the sideline. But he's settled back in, ready to roll over on the sideline now for the Scotties. Bumped up for Cowley. They have an answer off the serve. Polanco bumps it. Here's Pearson's set. It's a back set to Orozco. And Coy finds the corner pocket. Coy Orozco. Coy Orozco, if she keeps this pace up, might be setting a new career high for kills. Not quite there yet, but she had 7 in the first set alone. She's got a few here in this one, too. Pearson bumps it. Now Polanco's bump here to the near side for Barnett. And Barnett, oh, man, oh, I thought she got it. Wanted to touch, but not going to get it. I thought she maybe even hit the inline, but out of play. Lines judges saying touched, as Cowley wants an explanation now. Scotties will get the point. Cowley head coach Stephen Green a bit upset on the point, as is his assistant coach as well. Out of play on the serve there that time by Highland. And Tigers get the tally on that, 21-18. Sydney Meggett serving from the near side of the end line. Goes cross-court on the serve. Johnson off the bump. Pearson comes to the near side. And Barnett with a miss hit into the net. Cowley's rattled off 2 straight now to draw within 2. 21-19. Meggett continues to serve here from Moore, Oklahoma. Goes all the way to the far sideline. As the short set from her knees, Zelia Kleitz got the spike, but Cowley had an answer, only to shove it into the net. The libero shoves it right into the heart of the net. And Cowley frustrated, and see if Highland can take advantage of that, up 22-19. Go over to the far side, good block that time, and it actually hits the top of the net. 4 points, or 4 hits, and Highland now cooking again. The Scotties are up by 4, 23-19. And Cowley wants a timeout to try to corral the troops. We'll take a timeout with them, but the Scotties have found another bit of a groove in the latter part of another set. They had that in set 1 and took it 25-19, looking to take set 2 as they lead at 23-19 here on the Scotty Sports Network.
Highland's new precision agriculture program was designed for the farmer or related farm worker of the future. The future arrived quickly. Today's agricultural work goes beyond the field and barn to the computer, the satellite, the drone, the research lab. Aligning all these aspects precisely for the individual, field, and crop is provided by Highland's Precision Ag program. Centered in Baileyville at the College Western Center, this program can provide you with experience in understanding and applying modern farming methods. Check it out.
Set 2, we continue here on the Scotty Sports Network. Highland leading at home in set 2 over Cowley. 23-19. Highland took set 1, of course, in this matchup. And looking to take a 2-0 lead in this showdown. Kuzma with the spike, but picked up by Orozco. Coy diving save on the far side, but out of play. Nice save by Orozco, but like I said, it was pushed out of bounds, so ultimately going to the way of the Tigers out of their timeout. Orozco on the back row, short set by Pearson, tapped over by Kleitz, saved. Zelia comes back with an answer again. Striking like a viper, Zelia Kleitz once more, flashes one down. Big time play. Taya Barnett with set point for Highland, up 24-20. Backside here to the near side, blocked by Polanco and goes out. 24-21. Leslie blocked that out of bounds on the near sideline. Goes back to Cowley on the serve. Legelio serving that up. Here's Pearson's short set to Kleitz. Kleitz tattoos it home. Zelia Kleitz takes it for Highland in set 2. 25-21. Scotty's lead 2-0 here on the Scotty Sports Network. We've got set 3 here in action with Scotty's of Highland taking on Cowley Tigers on the Scotty Sports Network.
What is it that stays with Highland alums that make them want to come back and work there? Almost 40 Scotty alums are now Scotty employees, and that number increases every year. Highland President David Rice encourages and supports those who work there with a simple philosophy. You're hired to do a job, do it well. Supporting folks to do their jobs encourages them to meet Rice's simple but high standards. Consequently, Highland faculty, staff, and administration are all part of a supportive culture that helps each other do their jobs well. Check it out, Highland Community College, online at highlandcc.edu.
If you have heard stories about college debt and what it is doing not only to the student who borrowed the money, but also to families who co-signed those loans, you may have concern about your own college future. Check out the difference it makes to attend Highland Community College before transferring to a 4-year institution. Going to Highland will save you thousands of dollars in college expense. Literally, you'll be able to start your life after college without the burden of debt that is impacting so many families. Check it out at highlandcc.edu. Highland Community College. From here, you can see anywhere.
Highland Community College continues to make college more affordable. Administrated by Nelnet Business Solutions, HCC now offers payment plans. Any student taking an HCC course may finance their tuition fee and main campus housing via one of 3 different payment plans. Choose from day, evening, weekend, or online classes with one great low rate. Associate's degrees and transferable classes with financial aid and scholarships also available. Highland Community College. From here, you can see anywhere.
2 sets in the books and 2 sets in the way of Highland Community College. They lead it here on the Scotty Sports Network, 25-19, 25-21. Highland on top here in this showdown and looking to take it here against Cowley tonight and have some big-time stuff happen because of it. 30 wins would be accomplished for Highland if they can get the win here tonight, and they would host the district tournament on Saturday for the first time in school history, accomplishing that feat of being host of a district tournament. Highland goes left to right across your screen here in this set. Cowley right to left across your screen. Highland with Johnson, Polanco, Pearson, Orozco, Barnett, and Kleitz on the floor here in this showdown. Ready to roll into set 3. We'll give you set 2 statistics when we get those in from the second set. But it was a good first 2 sets for Highland, finishing them strong, especially between the two teams. Highland looking to take set 3. Pushed up for Pearson to the front part of the net, and boom goes the dynamite right there. Coy Orozco. Orozco has laid the hammer down all night and is able to dial it in again. Coy Orozco has been electric here tonight in her final regular season game. Zulia Kleitz got a piece of that, but it still falls in front of her. And now 1-1 the tie here in set 3. Quick look at the statistics of set 2. 6 digs for Leslie Polanco, 4 apiece for Orozco and Wagner, and 2 each for Barnett, Pearson, and Johnson. 2 blocks by Coy Orozco, solo blocks at that. And Zulia Kleitz, bazinga! There's a kill for Zulia, and she gets that fall home. Coy Orozco with 2 kills, and Emma Kohala with a pair as well in that second set. Leslie Polanco with 3. Zulia Kleitz, Taya Barnett, and Katie Pearson each with a kill, and 8 set assists for Katie Pearson in that second set too. Highland takes another point, so they're up 3-1. And Scotty's maybe can taste things here tonight. Got Cowley behind the 8 ball at this point, although the Tigers come up with a good hit and make it a 1-point affair yet again. Cowley on their heels here in this showdown. I mean, they have got to win this matchup, obviously. Down 2-0. No doubt about what has to happen for the Tigers to stay alive. And they stay alive there with another point in their favor, making it 3-all here in the first part of set number 3. Good serve off that. Johnson picked it up. Here's Polanco. Polanco's going to hit the top of the net. Yeah, didn't make it over. And that's 4 hits on Highland. And Cowley now owns a 4-3 advantage. Magelio serving it up. Orozco bumps it. Here's Pearson set to the middle for Kleitz, who taps it over. Good diving save by Cowley. And, whoa, they found the corner. Coach John Bingesser holding up 2 fingers, wanting a violation on Cowley, but not going to get the call. And Cowley now up by 2, 5-3. Served that. Johnson with the bump. Here's Pearson short set for Zulia Kleitz, who finds the corner. Zulia Kleitz, nice job there. Little finesse tap home. Rainbows it over the defense and in to the near back corner for Zulia. She comes out. Serving for her is Kirsten Johnson, the libero. Kohala goes after it, and Kohala over the net, called for that violation, which was something that Cowley's coach was talking about earlier. Head coach John Bingesser giving the Gals a vote of confidence as they're down by 2, 6-4. Johnson with a bump. Pearson set down the middle. Polanco goes flying in. Off the blockers up front. The Tigers have an answer to the near side. Nicholson down the power alley. Wagner bumps it. Pearson short set for Kohala, who's blocked. And the block falls right where no Highland Scotty was. Burrows was in on that block. Cowley with one of their widest margins of the night, no matter the set. It's Cowley up 7-4. Good communication for Highland. They yelled out, and indeed it was. Service error that time by the Tigers gives Highland the serve and also draws them to within 2. Line judges blowing the whistle for a second, making sure the lineups are set right. And Pearson puts it in motion off the serve for Highland. To the near side, Johnson got a hand on it and could not track that down. Cowley's had an answer to what Highland's thrown at him so far in this third set. But Highland hanging tough right now in the third set, down by 3. That's out, well out of play. Wagner lays off of it, goes out of bounds on the sideline. Side out, gives it to Leslie Polanco to serve for Highland. Down by 2 again. Highland serves it down the middle for Leslie. Bumped up to the near side. Kuzma with the spike. Pearson set, a back set for Orozco, and Orozco pinballs it off the defenders. Orozco jostling that off Kuzma's hands and out of play. And Coy Orozco again continues to be the spearhead of the offense for Highland tonight. 8-7 lead. Highland trailing by 1. And a miss hit from the back row attack. Highland has tied it. It's 8-all. The miss hit by the back row off the hands of Thymish for Cowley. Jump serve by Polanco. The missile shot comes back towards the net. Bumped over quickly. Polanco taps, or excuse me, Kohala tapped it back over. And good play there by Kuzma, splitting the defenders. And quickly, just like that, Cowley takes it back. Jolie Richard going back to serve. The libero puts it right down the heart of the defense of Highland. And Orozco goes long again, wanting a touch, but Cowley parts the Red Sea and gets out of the way. And Tigers are the first to the double-digit plateau here in set 3. Bumped up by Johnson, and a right bumped towards the top of the net, and Cowley went after it pretty quick. Good play by Anna Magilio. She won that 50-50 ball, and because of that, Cowley owns an 11-8 lead, and also Highland calls a timeout. So Cowley owning the 3-point margin in their favor. Highland down in this third set, but not down in the ball game because they lead 2-0. Scotties took set 1 25-19, utilizing a strong 6-0 run to finish off set 1, or right there towards the end of set 1, I should say, to give them the lead that helped finish them off. Set 2 was back and forth seesaw affair, just like set 1. Highland, though, distanced themselves late and won 25-21 in set 2. Set 3 right now, pretty tight as well. 11-8, Tigers on top by 3. Highland has Polanco, Johnson, Kohala, Pearson, Orozco, and Barnett on the floor for themselves for the Scotties here. Left to right across your screen. Thanks for tuning in, watching and listening on the Scotties Sports Network. Shout out to my guy Tyler Nordman's birthday, the athletic director here at Highland. Celebrating his birthday at the Chiefs game tonight for Tyler. But sure cheering on Highland volleyball as well before the Chiefs play tonight. Spike there, but a good pickup by Polanco. Dug that out. Cowley chased after it. Kohala! Emma Kohala, baby. Nice job there. What a smash to smithereens by Emma Kohala. Emma makes it a 2-point contest, 11-9. Gets that to go. And here's a little tap over. Kohala saves it. Pearson back set to Orozco. Orozco blocked. Tapped over by Kleitz. Zelia Kleitz looking good. She has come up with those sneak attack plays up at the net. Highland within 1. Down 11-10. Kohala's serve goes to the near side off the set. Nice dig by Polanco towards the net. Pearson got it blocked, and they say 4 hits, or a violation, actually, not 4 hits. Coach John Bingesser wanting a discussion. Cowley gets the point. That's the ultimate end of that situation, but right now, playing well, Highland is, but wanted an explanation on how that situation unfolded. Coach John Bingesser still not happy, I guess, with the explanation he's getting. 12-10 lead. Cowley will serve. Sydney Meggett puts it in motion from the far side inline. Goes cross court as well. Johnson picks it up. Here's Pearson's bump. Barnett goes to the back row. Saved by Reichart into the net. They got to get a third hit. They don't get it over in the third hit. And Highland now gets back within 1 again. Coy Orozco back to serve. Coy has been phenomenal here tonight. Some of her best games of her career have been the last few. Polanco picks the power alley spike up from Kuzma. Here's Orozco's attack from the back row. Back set over to the far side for Cowley. Johnson on the far sideline. Pearson to Barnett. Down the power alley, Reichart picks it up. Set it up to the near side for Kuzma for Cowley. And Kuzma spikes it long, out of play. Highlands tied it at 12. The gal from Bosnia-Herzegovina for Cowley, Kuzma, is a pretty darn good player, that's for sure. But comes up a little long on that one. Orozco saves it, bumps it back over, lost her momentum, had to get back to the defensive stance. Here's Kuzma again, tapping this one over. Not putting much on that one. Kleitz to the back corner. Was it touched? And no, Cowley got out of the way. So Cowley gets out of the way, regains the lead after Highland tied it moments ago. Now it's 13-12. And serve comes at the hands of Kuzma. Orozco to Pearson's set. Barnett, nice hit that time from Taya, but back row picked it up for the Tigers. And that goes out. Coy Orozco was in pursuit, but noticed it would be out of bounds, side out, and 13 all it is. Barnett looking to push this in motion for the Scotties off the serve and try to swing the lead their favor. Kleitz with a nice block up front. Pearson in on it too. Zelia goes after it and got it to go again. Zelia Kleitz has been steady Eddie up front, coming up with some big plays. The sophomores have made a huge impression on this ball game, not only this season, but this ball game they've put their stamp on here tonight. And that is rejected! Oh, rejected at the point of attack, that time by Highland. What a swat. 15-13, Highland up by 2. Set up to the near side, Nicholson bumped up by Orozco and out of play. Tigers of Cowley get on the board again. Anna Majolo coming in, the Italy product, one of 2 gals from overseas for Cowley. Good international flavor in the Jayhawk Conference all around. That's going to be blocked out of play by Cowley, and Highland gets another tally on the board on Leslie Polanco's spike. Johnson comes in to serve and will be on the floor with Wagner, Orozco, Kohala, Polanco, and Pearson. To the back row, 16-14 lead for Highland. Orozco with the bump. Here's Pearson giving up to Kohala. And Kohala off the fingertips of Cowley, 17-14. And Cowley needs a timeout. Highland up 17-14. Cowley on their heels again. Good job by Highland to come back after trailing by as many as 3 in this third set. And the Scotties are back in the driver's seat. You're watching and listening on the Scotty Sports Network.
Highland's new precision agriculture program was designed for the farmer or related farm worker of the future. The future arrived quickly. Today's agricultural work goes beyond the field and barn to the computer, the satellite, the drone, the research lab. Aligning all these aspects precisely for the individual, field, and crop is provided by Highland's Precision Ag program. Centered in Baileyville at the College Western Center, this program can provide you with experience in understanding and applying modern farming methods. Check it out.
Highland Community College surprises a lot of people. Generally thought as one of the smallest, Highland is actually in the middle of the 19 Kansas community colleges in enrollment. Its Highland campus has a real college feel with housing, athletics, student organizations, theater, concerts, art shows, an operating farm, and distinctive academic programs in its regional centers that cover the college's 9-county service area in northeast Kansas. Viticulture, enology, precision agriculture, diesel, construction technology, early childhood. Check it out, Highland Community College, online at highlandcc.edu.
Scotty's out of the timeout. Give it up and give it over to Cowley. So Cowley is drawn back within 2 again out of their own timeout they just called just a moment ago. Jump serve down the middle. Orozco picks it up. Pearson at the net with a set for Polanco on the far side. And Leslie pinballs it through the blockers up front. And Leslie Polanco comes in. Leslie had a career-high 26 kills in the last game against Heston. Her mom in attendance tonight again. Her mom was in attendance for that ball game, but sophomore night, Leslie Polanco's mom came all the way from the Dominican to watch her daughter play here in her final few Highland regular season games. That's double blocked, but well out of play. Orozco and Kohala combining for the stuff, but like I said, off their hands and out of the field of play. So Cowley gets the point. They're within 2, 18-16. Highland holding on to the lead. They trailed by as many as 3 to Cowley at 11-8. It's the largest deficit Highland faced. Orozco with a nice spike, saved by Cowley. They got to bump it from the back row. Reichart does so over the top of her head. Here's Pearson set for Polanco. Hits the top of the net, trickles back over to the Tigers side. Here it is for Kuzma. Kuzma stuffed by Orozco. Kohala was there looming as well. Emma taps it up. Pearson going to set it for Orozco to the near side, and Orozco again. Coy Orozco again has been spectacular. Coy Orozco got the juices flowing tonight. Leslie Polanco with the serve, 19-16 lead. And Kohala puts it up and knocks it back in the Tigers' face at the top of the net, and backwards out of play. Cowley sends it. Now 20-16, Highland on top by 14, and we see Cowley utilize another timeout here, their second of this third set. Cowley behind the 8 ball because they've got to win this set in order to keep the matchup alive. For Highland, they can win it in 3 against the 7th-ranked team in the country, a team that has won 35 of 40 matches here of this year. And actually have won a multitude since they started rough the year. Cowley started losing 3 of their first 4 matches of the season. But guess what? They've rattled off 34 wins in the last 36 games has Cowley here this season. 2 of their losses were to Coffeyville, who is ranked in the top in the nation as well in D2. Iowa Central, Central Nebraska, and Lincoln Land Community College. The losses for Cowley this year. Highland looking to make it 6 on the season and be able to host districts on Saturday. Highland will then have to probably square off against Cowley potentially again on Saturday as well. These 2 teams quite easily will meet up again on Saturday for the district tournament. Good spike by Kuzma out of the timeout as Johnson got her mitts on it, but Johnson had no opportunity to really keep that alive. Jolie Richard, the libero, serves it, and Johnson over on the far sideline got it up into the air. Polanco now to Barnett. Cowley's answer is short set down the middle and out of play. Kohala moved out of the way, and in doing so, saw it go out. Emma Kohala looking to get this to continue the momentum for Highland, who's up 2-0 and up 21-17 here in this set. Spiked by Kuzma down the power alley. Kohala unsuccessfully getting there to keep it alive. Sydney Meggett back to serve. 21-18. Highland on top by 3. And Johnson goes after it. Coach John Bingesser yelling out. I could clearly hear him yelling that. But Johnson goes after it, got a piece of it, gives Cowley opportunity to draw within 2, 21-19. But he gave his team a vote of confidence after that, did Coach Bingesser. Orozco's block, nice save by Pearson. Kleitz then taps it off and over off the defender. Zelia Kleitz again. This has been Zelia's set. Zelia Kleitz has been great in this third set here tonight especially. Coy Orozco set the tone early tonight and has been phenomenal on top of that as Kuzma gets it partially blocked, but onto the Highland side it makes it. Here's Barnett, taps it over. Reichart off the back row, down the middle of the attack. Picked up and flicked off of Kleitz's hand. Zelia taps it over. Reichart near the near sideline. Set up for Kuzma to the near side, and that one gets through the block of Zelia Kleitz and Katie Pearson. Highland holding the lead, but Cowley holding on in this ball game for the moment. 22-20. Teams have traded tallies here in the latter part of the set. But right now, Highland holding on with the lead. Short set, and Kleitz obliterates the shot. Bazinga packs some pepper that time. Zelia Kleitz flushes it down. 23-20. Coach Bingesser is juiced himself on the far sideline, as is his team. Tapped over there. Barnett saved it for a moment. Pearson got a second hit, but into the net. And 23-21. Highland still holding on to the 2-point lead. Anna Maggiolio going back to serve for Cowley. Right to left across your radio dial. On the screen, excuse me. Not radio. No, we're not on the radio tonight. Pearson here to Kleitz. Zelia down the middle. Set up here to the near side. And push up off Pearson's block. Pearson up at the net. Gives it off to Polanco. Leslie, nice spike up into the rafters. Bobbled around. And Cowley can't get to it. Highland set match point. Set and match point right now for the Scotties against the 7th-ranked team, Cowley, to win it in 3 sets. Coach Bingesser says finish them. Finish it off here right now. Johnson going to serve it down the middle. Going up here to the middle. Kohala blocks it. Cowley keeps it alive. Back set over to the far side. Emma gets it. Oh, it's close to a lift, and then there's going to be 4 hits. They do call the lift. So Highland gets a lift call on them. 24-22, still set match point right now. Looking to finish this off in 3 and be a huge win for the Scotties. Well, that is going to be an ace, however, that time. Tigers take that point. Still 1 point needed for Highland. They can win it here. Set match point looming. Cowley fended it off twice, but can they fend it off 3 times? Johnson with the dig. Pearson going to bump it. Polanco, Leslie, skies high! Yes! Polanco! Book it down. That's all, folks. The Scotties win it in 3, 25-23. Leslie Polanco takes it. Polanco's kill finishes it off. And tonight, the Scotties have 30 wins, and they'll host districts on Saturday. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the final statistics of this electric Scotty 3-set win here tonight at home against the 7th-ranked Cowley squad.
Highland's new precision agriculture program was designed for the farmer or related farm worker of the future. The future arrived quickly. Today's agricultural work goes beyond the field and barn to the computer, the satellite, the drone, the research lab. Aligning all these aspects precisely for the individual, field, and crop is provided by Highland's Precision Ag program. Centered in Baileyville at the College Western Center, this program can provide you with experience in understanding and applying modern farming methods. Check it out.
Highland Community College surprises a lot of people. Generally thought as one of the smallest, Highland is actually in the middle of the 19 Kansas community colleges in enrollment. Its Highland campus has a real college feel with housing, athletics, student organizations, theater, concerts, art shows, an operating farm, and distinctive academic programs in its regional centers that cover the college's 9-county service area in northeast Kansas. Viticulture, enology, precision agriculture, diesel, construction technology, early childhood. Check it out, Highland Community College, online at highlandcc.edu. What is it that stays with Highland alums that make them want to come back and work there? Almost 40 Scotty alums are now Scotty employees, and that number increases every year. Highland President David Rice encourages and supports those who work there with a simple philosophy. You're hired to do a job, do it well. Supporting folks to do their jobs encourages them to meet Rice's simple but high standards. Consequently, Highland faculty, staff, and administration are all part of a supportive culture that helps each other do their jobs well. Check it out, Highland Community College, online at highlandcc.edu.
If you have heard stories about college debt and what it is doing not only to the student who borrowed the money, but also to families who co-signed those loans, you may have concern about your own college future. Check out the difference it makes to attend Highland Community College before transferring to a 4-year institution. Going to Highland will save you thousands of dollars in college expense. Literally, you'll be able to start your life after college without the burden of debt that is impacting so many families. Check it out at highlandcc.edu. Highland Community College. From here, you can see anywhere.
Highland Community College continues to make college more affordable. Administrated by Nelnet Business Solutions, HCC now offers payment plans. Any student taking an HCC course may finance their tuition fee and main campus housing via one of 3 different payment plans. Choose from day, evening, weekend, or online classes with one great low rate. Associate's degrees and transferable classes with financial aid and scholarships also available. Highland Community College. From here, you can see anywhere.
Wrapping it up here on the Scotty Sports Network. Mike Smith alongside with you here as we'll have postgame with the 3 sophomores, Coy Orozco, Zelia Kleitz and Leslie Polanco and Coach John Bingesser to talk about the big-time win to end the regular season and the history that the Scotties accomplished here tonight as they won against Cowley in 3 sets against the 7th-ranked team in the country who had won 35 matches here this year. Scotties now have won 30 matches of their own, and man, have they performed well. They'll host districts on Saturday. We will have coverage of the action here on the Scotty Sports Network on Saturday morning and early afternoon for Highland hosting that district contest, as the Scotties will have Cowley back here in the district with them. So Cowley, I know, will be ready to go in that one too, but Highland right now can celebrate the win here tonight as we await the final statistics for tonight's matchup, and then we will sign off here in this one and give you the post-game with Coach John Bingesser and his 3 sophomores, talk about their time here at Highland and talk about this electric win here tonight. Man, with the juices were flowing early in the showdown, and Highland got some big-time plays. Let's recap the action here tonight. In set 1, Highland led early 6-4, but a 3-0 run by Cowley gave them a 7-6 lead, and the lead would change hands a multitude of times. Cowley would call a timeout, however, at 14-11, and then work it back to a tie ball game at 16-all. Highland then went on a 6-0 run from that point on and made it set 1 in their favor, 25-19. Set 2 was back and forth as well, tied at 12 apiece. Cowley took a 14-13 lead, leading to a Highland timeout. Katie Pearson ace made it 16-14, however, for Highland. Highland went up 18-15 when Cowley called a timeout of their own, and Highland would fend them off down the stretch for 25-21 set 2 victory. Set 3, it was 7-4. Cowley on top, tied at 8. Then Cowley led 11-8, and Highland timeout ultimately was called at that point. Highland then made it tied at 12 apiece. Cowley, well, they would need a timeout of their own because Highland would take the lead, 17-14 in that showdown. Cowley then, of course, would have to call another timeout, being down by 4, 20-16. They were never able to recover. They stayed tough, though. They fended off, actually, set point 2 times, did Cowley. And then Highland punctuated this match with a Leslie Polanco kill, only appropriate that the career all-time kill leader finishes the final match of the regular season with a kill of her own. And Leslie Polanco's kill gives the 25th point of set 3, and Highland wins it 25-23 over Cowley in 3 sets. Still don't have the final statistics, but we're going to sign off now here from the Scotty Sports Network, and we will give you those final stats in the post-game when Coach John Bingesser and the 3 sophomores, Koya Ronsko, Leslie Polanco, and Zelia Kleitz join us in just a little bit. So stay tuned to the Scotty Sports Network. We will give you the post-game in just a little bit. But Highland wins a big one. Their 30th win of the season. They win it in 3 sets over the 7th-ranked team in the country in Cowley, 25-19, 25-21, 25-23. Thanks to Allison Cole, doing a great job tonight. Thanks to my man Tyler Nordman, who's enjoying his birthday tonight. Hopefully he enjoys the Chiefs game this evening. Thanks to my man Jarrett, of course, as always, helping out tonight on the duties in the camera, and of course also on the computer. Big Al as well on the camera tonight. Thanks to all the guys and gals that make this broadcast possible and our coverage of Scotty Athletics here on Scotty Sports Talk. Highland wins it in 3 sets at home against Cowley. They'll host districts for the first time in school history on Saturday. Thanks for watching on the Scotty Sports Network.